Good day, students. In today's session, let us see how to start drawing a square using PictoBlocks. In order to start drawing, we need to first open the PictoBlocks app. As I mentioned before, you need to go to My Space, click on the plus sign, start with a new project. When you begin, you always start with an event. So the event I choose is when flag clicked. When flag is clicked, what should happen? Toby should move ahead. Let us say 100 steps. Right? One side of a square we are trying to draw. So it's 100 steps. Next, what should happen? We are drawing a square, right? So square means when you are asking Toby to move 100 steps, it has to move down also with an angle. And what is that angle? When we have something like this, what is the angle in between? It's a right angle, right? Anything that you see in this angular fashion is a right angle. So in order to mention that it is a right angle, it indeed tells us that the Toby has to take a turn, right? So let us give Toby a turn such that it gives a right angle which is 90 degrees, right? We'll execute this and see. Click on the flag and check what output are we getting. Toby has moved, no doubt, but has it drawn it? No, right? So what is the mistake? Just as you are asked to draw a square on a piece of paper, how do you draw it? You need an instrument to draw, right? Otherwise, how are you going to draw? So what you use to draw, either a pen or a pencil, am I correct? So similarly, let us give Toby a pen to draw. In order to give Toby a pen to draw, we need to make use of extension. And the extension here is called as a pen extension, which you will get when you click on the extreme left bottom. You find a flag sort of with a plus sign. Click over there. You will be taken to different extensions. Search for the pen extension. Click onto it. Now, when you come to the pen extension, you will find pen down, right? Before this, always remember we need to follow a clean slate. If we do not follow a clean slate, what will happen? Whatever is previously written, we would be overwriting onto it. So always it's a good practice to follow the clean slate principle. So before we start with pen up. Pen up means what? Just as you're writing, right? If you do the pen up, will you be able to write? No, right? So similarly, you're stopping the writing process when you say pen up. After that, I have said erase all. So previously drawn patterns will be all cleansed. It will be erased. After that, I'm saying pen down. Pen down means it has to start drawing. But before this, shall we give it a position to draw? So let us mention the starting point first, from where it has to start drawing the square. So every time I run my square project, it has to start drawing the square from that point only, not any other point in the entire screen. So how do we define the starting point? Come to motion, you will find go to x0, y0. So after erase all, I've given go to x0, y0. That means I'm giving the first point to start. So Toby has to start by going to x0 and y0. That is the center position. After this, I'm also saying let Toby start by pointing in direction 90. Now what will happen if I do not give point in direction 90? Let us say if this is some other direction. Toby will start drawing at any other random position. So instead of having a proper square like this, you may be having a square tilted like this. Are you understanding? But we do not want it to draw in that particular manner. We wanted to draw a perfect square from the center. So when we have known that we are going to draw from the center and we have to start drawing in the rightward direction, that is incrementing x. So we give the turn to be also 90 and the direction to be also 90, right? After that, I'm saying pen down, which means I can start drawing now. Move 100 steps, turn by 90 degrees. Let us execute this part and see now. We are getting a line drawn by Toby, right? Now halfway through, we will have to duplicate these steps again, right? Move 100 steps, turn 90. Why? Because we have formed the first half. Now we are trying to draw the second half, the second line. So what I'll have to do, I'll have to duplicate this code. Now let us check where Toby is going. It has moved down. Again, I will have to repeat the same steps. Again, I've executed, and for the last time, I will have to repeat the same steps, right? Always make sure that wherever you're ending, Toby has to come back to its original position, facing in the same direction as it was facing while you started. It cannot be at some other position, it cannot be facing in some other direction. Always remember this to be a good practice. Just as I mentioned to you, that clean slate is to be followed whenever you are starting to write your project, your programs. Similarly, remember after the clean slate, after you achieve your output, make sure Toby is brought back to its original place, original, facing in the same direction as it was facing at the beginning. These are some important points you have to note. Now, if you look at this code, after the clean slate, this portion of the code is to draw a square, right? So instead of attaching it directly to the clean slate and to the event, we will make another block of code which is only dedicatedly doing the task of drawing a square, right? So instead of attaching this portion to the clean slate, what we are going to do is we will assign this task of drawing square to a block so that that particular block, whenever called, is going to draw a square for us. So let us do it by going to My Blocks, click on Make a Block, give your block a name. Since we are drawing a square, I'm naming it to be a square. Click on OK. So now your square block is here. But if you run the code, you will not get the output because on the flag click event, what is happening? Only clean slate is happening. You have not mentioned anything about drawing a square to it, right? So you need to attach this instance of square from my blocks to the end of your entire clean slate. Now it understands that at the end of the clean slate, it needs to draw a square. So click on the flag and there you go, you get your square drawn. If you think that this is slightly thinner, the stroke of it looks to be thinner, what you could simply do is increase the pen size. So you could say set pen size to 5 instead of 1, set pen size to 5. Now when you run, you get a thicker square, a darker square. The stroke is darker as compared to what you had drawn before, right? So what did we do? We started with event, we wrote our clean slate, then we wrote the code for the square. Then we realized that instead of attaching this code to the clean slate, we can separate these common steps. These are repetitive steps that are occurring. So we have separated it into another block so that in future, whenever I need to draw a square, I can simply make use of this block, right? And with this block, I can again draw another square as well. If I want to change the size, I want to draw a bigger square, I will have to only change 100 steps to 200 steps. It will draw a bigger square for me, right? And lastly, do not forget to attach the instance of your block to the end of the event, right? After the clean slate. That will give you your square program. Do save your program at the end. Give it a name, square, and save. So when you come out of it, you will see the square program or the square project outside into my space. I hope you all have followed how to draw a square. Thank you.